You might think an all-white kitchen or a statement waterfall island will boost your home's appeal, but in 2026, those choices could backfire. Designers are now seeing that what looked premium just a few years ago actually makes homes harder to sell, costlier to maintain, and instantly dates the space. Why are kitchens that once screamed safe investment suddenly a turnoff? And more importantly, what should you do instead? Let's break down the real trends already being left behind. White shaker cabinets once promised a fresh start for any kitchen. From 2012 to 2020, they were everywhere on HGTV in new builds and on every Pinterest board about timeless design. The look felt safe and clean, universally appealing. By 2026, walking into another all-white kitchen no longer sparks excitement. Buyers see a sea of identical shaker boxes and wonder if the owner played it too safe or simply followed the last decade's script instead of thinking about what actually works in a real home. The real problem starts after the photos are taken. White paint shows every fingerprint, every greasy streak, every scuff from a backpack or a dog's nose. Families with young kids describe a daily routine: wipe down the lower cabinets before breakfast, again after school, and once more after dinner. Even the most careful households cannot keep up with the constant maintenance. It feels like signing up for a cleaning contract you never agreed to. The moment you fall behind, the kitchen starts to look tired. Over time, the crisp finish that sold so many renovations begins to betray its age. Near the stove or under bright windows, white paint yellows and edges chip. Homeowners say that after just a few years, the once pristine cabinets develop a dingy cast, especially where sunlight hits day after day. MDF and lower-end painted cabinets are the worst offenders. Moisture and heat cause the paint to separate at the joints, sometimes revealing the brown substrate underneath. Many report needing a full repaint every 5 to 7 years just to keep up appearances, with costs running into the thousands. Buyers in 2026 are not impressed by a kitchen that feels generic or high maintenance. Search interest in all-white kitchens peaked before 2022 and has been dropping ever since. Designers now hear from clients who want something warmer, more forgiving, and less likely to show every little mess. Instead of flat white, warm wood tones like oak, walnut, and stained maple are gaining ground. These finishes hide wear and add a richness that painted cabinets cannot match. Even creamy off-whites or soft gried shades, especially when paired with wood lowers and painted uppers, feel more inviting and less clinical. Kitchens with character and warmth, not another blank slate, are what command attention now. Blake, a designer who has seen dozens of white shaker kitchens come and go, tells the story of a young family who regretted their choice within the first year. They thought it would be easy, but with 2 kids and a golden retriever, they were cleaning cabinet fronts every single day. By year 3, the doors around the sink were already yellowing. Their next kitchen was natural white oak, finished to hide fingerprints and let them live without the daily wipe-down ritual. For anyone planning a renovation, this is a reminder that what looks clean in a magazine might just add hours to your week and leave buyers cold when it is time to sell. Designers are recommending choices that feel intentional and livable, not ones that photograph well but create maintenance regret. Waterfall countertops once carried the same weight as a luxury handbag, a sign you had spared no expense. By 2016, the look was everywhere. Thick slabs of quartz or marble cascading down the sides of kitchen islands, showing off uninterrupted veining and a sense of custom craftsmanship. At first it worked. The effect felt dramatic and expensive, and for a short while it set high-end kitchens apart. But trends that start at the top rarely stay there for long. By 2023, waterfall edges started popping up in builder-grade flips and budget renovations, sometimes with thinner, lower-quality stone. Instead of feeling bespoke, the detail began to feel mass-produced. The status symbol lost its punch. The bigger issue is not just about looks, it is about living with the design. Waterfall edges are notorious for their vulnerability. The vertical stone slab sits right in the line of fire. Barstool legs, vacuum cleaners, dropped pans, and the everyday chaos of family life. Even quartz, which resists stains better than marble, can chip at the corners and edges. Those chips are not simple to fix. A single chip can cost anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 to fix, and the patch is almost always visible. If the damage is bad enough, replacing the entire side panel is often the only option. That means hiring a stone fabricator, matching the original slab, and sometimes removing cabinets and appliances just to get the job done. Most homeowners are not prepared for that kind of repair bill, especially when the damage can happen from something as basic as a chair scraping against the edge. Blake, who has managed more than a dozen kitchen remodels, remembers one client who called in a panic after their toddler knocked a toy truck into the waterfall edge. The chip was small, but right at eye level. The repair shop quoted nearly $3,000, and even after the fix, the seam was obvious in certain light. They spent weeks worrying every time someone walked by the island, Blake says. It turned a centerpiece into a source of stress. Waterfall edges also limit your options. If you want to update the island, add shelving, or change the color scheme, you are locked in by that massive stone slab. Designers are moving away from the all-stone look and towards islands that use a mix of materials. Fluted wood panels, vertical shiplap, or a painted finish on the sides add warmth, texture, and a custom feel without the risk or the price tag. These alternatives handle bumps and dings far better. And if you want to change things later, you are not staring down a replacement that costs multiple thousands of dollars. Waterfall edges may have started as a flex, but in 2026, they read more like a cautionary tale. Kitchens that look expensive are not always the ones that live well. The smartest investments are ones you do not have to tiptoe around, and that is what is commanding attention now. Gray cabinets swept into kitchens as the next wave after white, promising a softer, more sophisticated neutral that would never go out of style. By 2026, that promise has faded. Designers are hearing the same regret from homeowners and real estate agents. Cool gray kitchens feel cold, distant, and oddly lifeless, especially compared with the warmth buyers crave now. The trouble starts with color science. Most gray paints have sneaky undertones, blue, green, even purple, and those undertones shift dramatically depending on your lighting. Under warm bulbs, grays can look muddy or even a bit brown. Flip to cool LED bulbs, and suddenly your kitchen turns icy, almost clinical. The result is a space that never feels quite right, no matter how many times you swap out hardware or add a plant to the counter. Becky Shea, a designer known for her understated confidence approach, sees the fallout firsthand. Clients want a kitchen that feels inviting, not like a waiting room, she says. Grays that look perfect in the showroom turn strange at home, especially once the sun goes down. This effect is so common that some paint brands now warn customers to test grays under every light source before committing. Even with careful planning, most families find themselves fighting the undertones. Daylight, LED bulbs, and even the color of your backsplash can all throw gray into a different, sometimes unflattering direction. Resale feedback says it all. Since 2022, buyers have started skipping over listings with cool gray cabinetry, calling them dated and too safe. The safe bet of 2018 is now a red flag for buyers who want kitchens that feel intentional, not like a default. The new direction is warmer neutrals. Gray, taupe, and creamy off-whites adapt to changing light and feel welcoming year-round. Designers are also seeing a surge in bold choices: navy, deep green, even black, because these shades feel deliberate and rich. When a kitchen color looks good at noon, under LED bulbs, and in evening shadow, it stands the test of time. The lesson is simple. If you are picking a cabinet color, pay close attention to undertones and to your lighting, or risk a kitchen that feels off from day one. Try your samples in the room at different times of day before you commit. Oversized pendant lights promised instant drama. Giant glass orbs, metal domes, and clusters of lanterns hanging over kitchen islands, all designed to make a statement. For a while they did. Magazine spreads and renovation shows made these fixtures the must-have finishing touch. But in real life, the wow factor wears off fast. When the pendants are scaled for a 10-foot ceiling, but you are working with 8, they crowd the room, block sightlines, and turn the island into a stage set instead of a gathering spot. Blake tells the story of a dinner party where conversation kept hitting a literal wall. He says it is hard to talk to your kids or guests when there is a giant brass drum shade right between you. Everyone ends up leaning sideways or shouting around the light. In family kitchens, the problem gets worse. Kids doing homework at the island cannot see the television, and adults prepping dinner end up ducking to make eye contact. What looked bold in a photo becomes a daily annoyance when you are actually living with it. Maintenance is another headache. Oversized pendants become grease magnets, especially in open kitchens. The larger the shade, the more surface area for dust and cooking residue to settle. Cleaning is not a quick wipe. Most require a ladder just to reach the top, and some finishes tarnish or streak if you use the wrong cleaner. For busy households, it is another chore that piles up quickly. Designers hear from clients who regret picking fixtures that demand a monthly climb just to look presentable. The other catch is how quickly these statement lights date a kitchen. Lighting trends move fast, and what felt fresh in 2021 can peg your remodel to a specific year by 2026. Swapping out a massive pendant is not easy or cheap, especially if you need to patch drywall or update wiring. That is why designers are moving toward layered lighting, smaller pendants, recessed cans, and under cabinet strips that work together. This approach gives you flexibility, keeps sightlines open, and makes cleaning a lot less of a production. Kitchens that feel timeless are not built around a single showpiece. They are lit thoughtfully with fixtures that support how you actually use the space. Open concept kitchens once promised freedom. No walls, no barriers, just one sweeping space that blended cooking, dining, and living. For years, every renovation show and design blog championed the great room approach, but by 2026, the shine has worn off. Buyers are walking into these wall-less spaces and noticing the downsides right away. The echo of every clattering pan, the smell of last night's curry drifting into the sofa, and the endless view of dishes and clutter from every corner of the house. Noise tops the list of complaints. In recent surveys, homeowners say it is nearly impossible to relax in the living room while someone is unloading the dishwasher or prepping dinner. Hard kitchen surfaces bounce sound across the space, making even a simple phone call a challenge. Smells are next. Without any kind of barrier, cooking odors settle into upholstery, curtains, and even the clothes in your entryway closet. And then there is the constant pressure to keep everything spotless. With no place to hide, every stray water glass, pile of mail, or breakfast crumb is on display around the clock. Ethan Charles, a designer who has tracked these issues since the open plan boom, hears the same story from clients. People want to feel connected, but they also want the option to close things off. A little separation goes a long way. That is where the broken plan comes in, a term that has gained momentum since 2023. Instead of tearing down every wall, designers are creating subtle boundaries. Partial walls, glass dividers, wide archways, or even a shift in ceiling height give each zone its own identity while keeping sightlines open. The result is a kitchen that feels sociable but not exposed, connected but not chaotic. Homeowners who have tried both say the difference is night and day. With a bit of separation, you can cook without worrying about the mess on the counter or the noise carrying through the whole house. Entertaining feels easier too. Guests can gather at the island without feeling like they are intruding on the living room. The broken plan is not about going back to closed-off boxes. It is about smart boundaries that make spaces more livable. In kitchens designed this way, the focus shifts from performing for the open concept camera to actually enjoying the way the space works, day in and day out. Farmhouse sinks exploded in popularity just a few years ago, appearing in every style of kitchen, modern, traditional, even ultra-minimalist lofts. The exposed apron and deep basin promised a sense of rustic charm, but the reality has not lived up to the hype for most homeowners. One designer remembers a client who insisted on a farmhouse sink for their sleek, handleless kitchen. It looked great in the renderings, but the first time they tried to fill a stock pot, water splashed everywhere, and the sink stuck out like a sore thumb. The mismatch was obvious. The sink did not fit the kitchen's clean lines, and the installation required custom cabinetry that added thousands to the budget. Porcelain and fireclay farmhouse sinks are especially prone to chipping, with the exposed front edge taking the brunt of every pot, pan, and grocery bag. Even a small chip can mean a replacement bill between $1,500 and $4,000, plus the hassle of disconnecting plumbing and removing cabinetry. Some owners try to live with the damage, but the glossy finish shows every mark. Cleaning is another complaint. Grease and food splatters collect around the apron and in the seams, demanding extra scrubbing just to keep things looking decent. Without a divider, large pots and pans are tough to maneuver, and splashing is almost guaranteed. Designers now urge clients to pick a sink that matches the kitchen's actual style and workflow. Undermount sinks disappear into modern counters, while integrated sinks offer a seamless look that is easy to clean. Farmhouse sinks still work in a true farmhouse setting with rustic wood, open shelves, and vintage details. But shoehorning one into a contemporary space signals trend chasing, not thoughtful design. A kitchen that is built for the way you actually live, not just for the latest magazine spread, will always feel right. Chevron and herringbone backsplashes once promised a designer edge, the kind of detail that made a kitchen look custom in every listing and every Instagram scroll. But in real homes, the reality is far less glamorous. Blake, who has managed countless kitchen installs, says that if you want to see a tile guy sweat, ask for a perfect herringbone. The pattern multiplies the risk with every cut. Each tile must line up at a precise angle, and even a millimeter off throws the whole wall out of sync. Unlike straight-laid subway tile, there is almost no forgiveness. One misaligned row, and suddenly the whole backsplash looks crooked. Homeowners who notice the flaw after the grout dries are stuck. Fixing it means tearing out and redoing the whole section, with labor costs running 20 to 30% higher than a simple stacked pattern. The daily grind does not stop there. Herringbone and chevron mean more grout lines, sometimes double or triple compared to a large format tile. Over time, grease and steam from the stove settle into every zigzag, darkening the grout and turning what started as a statement feature into a cleaning nightmare. At 1-year follow-up, homeowners report spending twice as much time scrubbing their backsplashes and still never feeling like they are winning. The pattern that looks so sharp in the sample board now demands constant attention just to stay presentable. Even professional grade sealers cannot prevent discoloration in high-traffic areas. Designers are moving fast toward alternatives that sidestep these headaches. Full slab backsplashes, one continuous piece of stone or quartz, eliminate grout lines entirely. Large format tiles stacked in a simple grid mean fewer seams and a cleaner look that actually stays clean. For those who still crave pattern, a small accent zone behind the range or at a bar delivers the visual punch without the lifetime maintenance contract. The lesson is clear. What photographs well in a stage kitchen often becomes a regret in real life. When it comes to backsplashes, simplicity is not just timeless, it is a relief. Right now, the kitchens commanding the highest offers are not the trendiest. They are the most livable. As design cycles speed up, what looks safe today can turn into tomorrow's costly regret. Real value lies in spaces built for real use, not fleeting style. In a world obsessed with new, timeless choices quietly win. What would you choose to live with every day?